Here's how you ask for help without feeling needy. I'm Yashima. I help those with visual impairments cope with the psychological and emotional part of our vision loss journey. And I want to talk to you and help you learn how to ask somebody for help without feeling needy. I know that a lot of us have a problem asking for help, right? And let's be honest, this didn't just start with your visual impairment, girl. Stop playing. A lot of you all had a hard time asking for help before you started losing your vision, before you went blind. So, of course, now that you're here, we're here, and we really need someone to help us sometimes with accommodations or help us be more independent. We struggle with asking people for help. And that could be for various reasons. You may have never been able to depend on people, right? The people in your life who you trusted, who you thought you could depend on, they weren't there for you. So it makes sense. You learned how to just do it yourself, figure it out yourself and just be a solo act. Well, sometimes with our visual impairment, with our blindness, it's a little difficult to be a solo act sometimes. And we, 9 times out of 10, at some point, will have to ask someone for help. Okay? So better practice now and learn how to do it, whether you come up with the same script in your mind to help you, ask for help or whatever. Of course, we have little tools that can help us be very, very independent and ask for little help from people if we don't have it, especially if we're single and we live at home by ourselves. We're doing it solo for a lot of the time. But for those times you need to ask for help, come up with some ways to help you do that. That doesn't make you feel all needy. Here's one way. Honey, do you think you can help me in the kitchen really quickly? I'm having trouble reading the label. Wasn't that simple? Right? And you don't feel needy. I just need you to help me read the label. And remember, being independent does not mean you have to do everything yourself. It's coming up with strategies, techniques, and using tools to help us be more independent. Save this, share it, and join me on YouTube for one of my more deeper conversations about asking for help and what that stirs up inside of us sometimes.